Do you have back pain, neck pain?
Yeah, generally speaking, especially down in my hip a lot lately. My lower hip, kind of stemming from my middle back down in my lower hip.
Okay, so right hip always? You ever have left hip pain?
Not as much, but I had torn my ACL on my right leg when I was younger. And I kind of have like a rotator cuff thing going on now too. So I think kind of somewhere in the middle, my pain's residing in the lower back now. But I can get some really stiff movement sometimes. I get a lot of cracking and crunching every now and then in my shoulder.
Have you ever had any injuries to your low back, to your right hip? How long has it been hurting for?
Probably really badly about the last year or so. For the most part, I've kind of always had some lower back pain. It seems like since I've really torn my ACL, it's just slowly gotten worse over time.
Okay, and when was the ACL tear?
I was about 14. So.
What'd you do?
I was skateboarding, and they were doing construction, and I was doing things I probably shouldn't have been, but I was also out at night, and I didn't have any reflective gear, which is why you always wear reflective gear. And I ended up swerving some funny way to not get sandwiched between a car and another car, and I jumped off, and just the motion of jumping off kind of jerked my leg a funny way and tore my ACL.
What do you do to make it better? When it hurts, what do you do?
I do a lot of stretches, personally. Again, me doing acrobatics whenever I'm actually moving around a lot. I have to do a lot of specific stretches to try and loosen everything up so I don't get really stiff.
I just want to clarify, you're an acrobat?
So I get harnessed in by my hips, and then I perform flipping and doing tricks in the air. They want to be safe, so they put me in a chest harness too. When they put the chest harness on, it kind of brings my shoulders back, and everything feels so much better because of the way that my shoulders are just like pushed back in place. So I love that feeling in general.
Posture.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm working on it.
Good. Hey, we all are all the time. That's all posture is something that we're working on. It's a meditation. It's an awareness of the moment. All right, so when you do get the hip pain, is it sharp, dull?
It's pretty sharp, actually.
Does it ever radiate down into your knee, back of your leg, into your feet?
Not that I feel.
Any numbness or tingling in your toes and your feet?
No, not. Oh, actually, sometimes I do get some tingling in the tips of my toes.
Do you ever have any neck pain?
Sometimes. If I do, it's usually, again, all on the right side, probably because of my shoulders.
Do you ever have any headaches?
I used to have headaches a lot when I was younger. I don't as much anymore. They were pretty rough when I was a teenager growing up. I would get cluster migraines. So I would come in for physical therapy on the back of my neck. They would do the pressure point therapy, and it would help.
How's your digestion?
Pretty good, actually. I had a stomach ulcer not that terribly long ago, but they treated that, and so I actually have been paying more attention to my digestion than ever before. So I've been doing pretty good on that front. I've been eating a lot better.
Okay, great. Do you take medicine for the ulcer anymore? Okay, good.
I mean, it was Zantac, and they took that off the shelves because it was killing people or giving them cancer or something, so, you know.
Do you remember not do you remember, I always say that. Do you know the details of your birth? Do you know if you were natural or cesarean?
I was a C-section,
Okay.
but I was a C-section because my brother was. So
okay.
back then, that's how it worked. If one was going to be a C-section, everything from there was.
And you were adjusted, haven't been adjusted in 5 years. You used to get adjusted for the headaches. You've never been adjusted for the low back, though. Let's do an exam. Let's see what your spine says, and then I'll get you adjusted, okay?
All right, cool.
People, my knees just kind of sit backwards naturally.
Do you ever hear of the hypermobility spectrum?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about it. All right, looking at your feet first. A little bit of crossover. You can see the left side is externally rotating slightly. Actually, not slightly, moderately. Come back this way. Okay, a little bit of supination, external rotation, eversion on the left. Okay. Now, looking at the shoulders. Turn around, go the other way again. Shoulders next. Slightly higher on the left. Arm swing looks pretty normal on both sides. Even, Steven. Good. Okay, turn around, face me. And then looking at the hip swing. Good. Keep going. Just walk naturally. Good. And then a little bit more hip swing to the right. Go back one more time that way. And so a little bit of a left hip restriction. But it's the right hip that hurts, correct? Good. Right, from here to here, all the right side is all heated up here
Mm-hmm.
versus the left. You got a strong back.
Yeah. I didn't realize how strong my back was, and then they also did a high resolution image on my back with a katana, and all of my back muscles popped out.
Sweet. It's the motion of the SI joint. Lean back into my finger here. Pain?
No.
Pain?
No.
Pain.
No.
Good. Right SI joint. Pain?
Yeah.
Where my finger is or somewhere else?
Right where your finger is, and it actually kind of goes out towards my hip more, like
Okay.
here.
Okay, do you feel that right there, that edema, that swelling? Left lumbar. So very interesting. Even though your pain's on the right, it's all showing up left. Is there any pain when I push like that?
A little bit right on my spine.
Like up here, higher?
A little bit lower, but yeah, right about there.
Okay. What about here? If I push there, any pain?
About the same spot, actually.
Here, pain?
Yeah, slightly on the left side.
Okay.
More dominant, but yeah.
Keeping your knees straight, lift your right leg in the air. Good, down. Down. Okay, left. Down. Right. Down. Left is the short. So left short that gets longer means that you have a left side PI. Right under this block underneath your head. Good, down. When I push down, do you still feel that pain in your lower back?
No.
Okay, okay. So the blocking works to position your pelvis in a way that there's less tension in the ligaments, which takes pressure off of the spine.
Which is funny because when I sleep, I totally tuck my arms right there where both the blocks are. I lay on both of my fists at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's really comfortable for me.
Mm-hmm. Very intuitive. deep breath in and out. What's that?
I said it feels really good.
Pressure's okay?
Yeah.
Little trigger point here. Okay, very gentle here. Let's practice one. It's been a while since you've been adjusted, okay?
Alright.
Go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. I'm going to follow your breath down like this. And at the end of your breath, we'll give a little push like that. And out through your mouth. Gentle, gentle, following your shoulders down. Good, we're going to follow this down, let this go. So take a deep breath in, all the way in through your nose, far in as you can go. And then just let your shoulders sink as you breathe out. Okay, so I'm going to adjust your lumbar spine, okay? So this is how we adjust the low back. You've had this before. I'm going to move you forward just a little bit like that. And then what I'm going to do is just like bring you down like this. And then we're going to push in that direction, okay? Okay, breathe in through your nose. And out. Good, turn your head so you're facing straight that way. Good, do it again. In. And out. Lean your back. Nullius in verba.
Nullius in verba, yeah. Latin.
In verbe? Is verbe life? No, it's vita. Verbe, is it word, speaking? Nullius, nothing. Nothing in words.
Yes. Believe nothing in words is usually what it refers to.
Okay, let's do that again. Breathing in. Good, we're going to bring this down. And your back. Your back may never hurt again. This might be the end of not only your back pain, but your children's back pain and their children's back pain. That was just like generations of karma just being alleviated. Turn your head to the right. Good, back to center. Turn your head to the left. Back to center. Okay, so you're Egyptian?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the Egyptian god Shu?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. I typically have a hieroglyphic of my name on it, and on the back has the life and death scarabs. My family made sure I got that before I left.
Before you left what?
My grandfather got that before me, before he died, but my family wanted to make sure that they had that. That's a really important piece of our family history by now. It's that little tiny piece. It's kind of like the last thing my grandfather did before he died was go get that piece from Egypt made for me. So what about the Egyptian god Shu?
I just came upon this god recently. He's the son of Osiris. and he was the god of wind, and also the god of lions, which is interesting to me because I use Shu as part of the medicine, the chiropractic medicine, and also I married a Leo. Historically, I've always had Leos in my life. And
Leo and Aquarius are quite opposite.
they are very opposite, yeah.
Like literally exact opposites.
Yeah, actually, so, it's all purposeful. I'm sure like the mathematics of the world are just way beyond our comprehension. But so my numerology states that my soulmate is born on February 7th, which is my oldest daughter's birthday.
Okay.
And February 7th, and my ex-wife's birthday is August 7th, which is like exactly half 6 months away. August 7th, February 7th.
Yeah.
So you're right, it couldn't get any more opposite, but for those two, being born the same day, couldn't get any more opposite. They have a great relationship though. We all do actually. We co-parent very well together. It's really beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to adjust your neck now. We're going to do the right side first. So I'm going to bring your head over to about here. And then right from here, we're going to push in that direction.
Okay.
Gently, softly. Just keep breathing. All you have to do is breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, gentle, just lifting. Let your head drop in, shoulder. There you go. Okay, close your eyes. Gentle breathing in through your nose. Good, out through your mouth. Good, let it drop in. Okay, so this next one, I'm going to lift your head like this. And we're going to just stretch in that direction. And I'm going to lift again. And then we're just going to pull like that, okay? Okay, breathing in through your nose. Good, and out. Again, in. And out. Let your foot relax. Let it go. You're doing great. Relax your feet. Let it go.
Ooh, okay.
Squeeze. Okay, relax. Okay, squeeze. Squeeze. I'm going to pull your knees apart. Squeeze.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do an ileocecal valve manipulation, okay? Is the window between the small and the large intestine.
Okay.
So we find the ASIS here, the hip bone. Connect a line, the middle spot. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Tender?
A little bit, yeah.
See if there's any more. That was a good release immediately, though. That was just trapped right there.
Has a little tender.
Keep breathing in through your nose. Breathe into your belly. Fill your belly up. Deep breath in. There's sugar in your coffee? No, you didn't drink coffee, you had orange juice. All right, let me see. Stick it out again. All the way out. You have a little candida. How much sugar do you have? How much sugar do you eat?
Recently, kind of been higher because I've been a lot more tired. So I've been eating a lot more sweets to try and get it back up.
I was gonna say there's always one right in between here.
That's it. Go ahead, you can do it.
If I sometimes I know that there's a way that if I push like right here.
Yeah, that's it. It's the trapezium. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of moved a little bit, but it's like, oh.
I'm double jointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Have you ever heard of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome?
But I do have a tendency to be determined. That's kind of like my number one thing. I get mad at other people around me who are less motivated.
Mm-hmm. How's your reproductive cycle?
Pretty off, generally.
Did my head just crack?
A little bit. So curious. How's your back feel?
Pretty good.
Good. Any pain?
No.
Walk around a little bit. See what it feels like when you're walking.
Feels pretty good.
Pain, discomfort, stiffness?
A little bit stiffness still, I guess.
It's tender?
Yeah, still a little bit tender.
Okay, breathe in. And out.
What does it say right there?
Yep.
Yep.
Ben.